Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Tom Spark and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at ExpressVPN and PIA, or private internet access, to see if the influence of being bought out by a company called Kape has affected their business. Hey guys, if you like videos like these and you want to help support an unbiased channel that does honest VPN content, make sure to check out some of the links in the description down below where I've listed my top 4 VPN providers. You can even go to vpntier.com to see where every VPN is ranked and check that out as well. And also, if you want to participate in the community, come check out the Discord, which you'll also find in the description down below. Now we can kind of look at this from a product standpoint, from a customer standpoint. Have these products, ExpressVPN and private internet access, gotten better after being acquired by such a big company like Kape? Now we're going to be looking at that primarily in terms of the business model of these two VPNs, and by that I mean the pricing. It's kind of hard to measure objectively how these VPNs are doing outside of pricing. You can take a look at some things, and in terms of the development, we've signed ExpressVPN add a password manager, for example, just recently. But besides that, with private internet access and ExpressVPN, besides adding some of those little extra things, there really hasn't been that much going on, at least from what I've heard, in terms of extra features and stuff like that, outside of these little add-ons and stuff like that. Because the core VPNs from Express and private internet access, even before this buyout, were largely the same. They have the same applications and stuff like that. And even with private internet access, we've seen in stuff like my reviews that private internet access application was really good. It was pretty much as good as it could get. It's pretty much perfect in my opinion. And we have seen some kind of improvements with private internet access. It's done a little bit better in streaming lately. But it also could just be that, they finally figured out ways around it. And overall, private internet access, I think, is a superior VPN over ExpressVPN. But today we're going to be specifically looking, how these VPNs have changed. And specifically the pricing, I've noticed more changes that I don't really like. If we take a look at private internet, for example, private internet access, we could see that the price has increased from initially what it was. If we look at some of my past reviews, I think we could finally see some differences. Before Kape, we did notice it was one of the cheapest VPN providers. It was around $7 a month, $40 a year, $36 for 6 months. This was before Kape had bought it. And now we've seen a drastic change. It's $12 a month, and this kind of did come right after Kape bought it out. So it got more expensive. And now we're seeing more of a push towards long-term commitments. $60 for 2 years, which admittedly is actually a better deal for the first 2 years. But after that, yearly, it's $60, which is more expensive than it was then. We also see $45 for 6 months versus $36. So certainly did get more expensive than it was before. That's for sure. We do have free email breach monitor, so that's similar to Surfshark or something. Well, Surfshark does require you to pay for it, whereas VPN does include it for free as well. And we do see also more antivirus things and stuff like that. I do like how they provide dedicated IPs now, but the antivirus and stuff like that, this isn't paid add-on. So that's something also I think that's been added lately. So overall, how do I think that Kape's buyout of it has been affecting the product? Well, it certainly got more expensive and added kind of more add-ons. That does seem to be the aggregate take I have on the changes that private internet access has made. Outside of that, there hasn't really been any significant changes, I don't think. If we're going to take a look at ExpressVPN, specifically what I've noticed recently, since this has been more of a recent acquisition, it does seem that the pricing has become less transparent. If we take a look at Express, it's around the same price points, but noticeably here in the 12-month plan, it does not say the cost per year. There's no $100 price tag here. If we take a look even at this one, it does specify the yearly price, but here it does not. It just says the monthly price point, and that's because it's around $100 a year, which is very pricey. If you look at NordVPN, for example, you could see that they had to add this fine text here that it's $100 a year after. They just recently did this for more transparency. Maybe people were complaining. I don't know what the insight was there for the company. I've been telling them to change that for a while, but they finally did make more transparency there, adding in the price point here and making it more clear what the customer is actually going to pay. And with Express, we've actually seen them change that. We could look at past reviews like we did before with private internet access. I mean, even if you look at this review that's only 3 months old, we can look at the pricing page in this review, and you can see that it did include the price point, $100 for the first 15 months. And if we click on the current one, it doesn't say it. Now, even if we click on my affiliate link, it doesn't seem to include that extra 3 months anymore, and it still doesn't include the final price point. So not only does the pricing deal for my affiliate link seems to have changed, not including 3 months anymore, it also seems to have made that less clear on how much you're paying up front, which I think is not a good decision. So overall, do I think that private internet access and ExpressVPN as an aggregate have improved since Kape's acquisition? Well, in my opinion, not really. Private internet access has only got more expensive, and ExpressVPN's pricing model has only become less transparent for consumers to kind of understand how much they're going to pay. One could make the argument that these companies have more money, more investments, maybe they're adding more add-ons like antivirus and some of these things. But in my opinion, some of these things aren't really that important, considering the main core product is a VPN. You're not necessarily paying a VPN to pay extra for add-ons, and some of these things like data breach with private internet access is cool, but not really that much of an improvement on making the service more expensive. We did see some more streaming compatibility lately with private internet access, which seems to be good, so I like that. And I think the products overall are okay. But can I say at the end of the day that these VPNs have really improved? I don't know if I could say that. I don't think I could say that. I think they've just become more expensive, basically, and that's kind of my basic thoughts. Anyways, guys, let me know if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.